how do you actually make sure you're targeting the right companies, the right people at those companies? And so everybody's got a different formula for finding ideal profiles at the account or person level. I'm wondering if you have seen, with all this access to these different types of orgs, like what works.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think a lot of organizations rely on third-party tools that can algorithmically spit out what is going to be a good target for them. And that's one way to go about it. If you have confidence in the tool and you feel like you have enough of a data pool to build a model off of, it's not a bad way to go, right? There are some things that just make more sense to outsource. I personally, even with a mechanic for a father, I'm not going to fix my car. I'm going to take it to somebody who knows how to fix cars to fix the car, right? And so there are specialized tools and roles out there because of that, right? And MOPS is no different. But if you're running with a very lean budget, with a very, simplistic organization where you have to do a lot with a little, there's native functionality inside of Marketo that allows you to do these types of things. Typically, if I'm building out a ICP model inside of scoring for the demographic component, I'm using a combination of different segmentations. So to say, okay, here's a cross section of our entire database based on whether they fit criteria 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and those are organized in prioritized based on certain criteria, and so they can only fit in one segmentation, right? And then I group those segmentations into literally just standard, good old school A through F gradation, right? So what group of segmentations is an A? Like, I absolutely want to talk to them. And then I blend that all together. And I think that's the thing that not everybody does, is they'll just say, okay, so they're a VP, so they get 20 points. And then they're at a company that doesn't matter, so they get 0 points. Well, no, they should probably actually get 10 points. That person should be a C if those are the two things you're grading on, right? So blending it together to produce a final rank for where they fit against the entirety of the ICP, I think is the final component that's really important. And in a lot of the scoring that I do, I try to blend that together just in one score. So it is an A, and then it's, extremely engaged. It's a B, and it's extremely engaged, right? Those are different components that can be married together. And then I can use a floodgate system to allow people through. But you have to know who you are and who you're selling to and who your business is. If you're buckshot spaghetti against the wall just trying to test it out, then you're going to have to spend some time gathering data before you can actually build that model to say, this is my ICP. Because sometimes you think you know who you're selling to, and then you find out that there's a whole component of the business that you didn't even realize is ultimately the decision maker or the person that's actually opening the door for you to have an opportunity there in the first place.